Hello. So, we've got over 105,800 lightning strikes occurring within the past 24 hours in the United States. And I don't think that's very normal right now. I really don't. If you're just tuning in, it's not very normal. But, if you look around the world, the weather is really unpredictable. It's totally unpredictable. Let's go right over here to these, let's see, these lightning strikes right here. Because we can do it. I'm going to do it. I want you to look at this. 107,000 now. It just rode off the 108,000 lightning strikes is what it did. I've got to come over here to this YouTube app on my phone because that's how I'm going to see the comments is by coming over here and looking. Okay, this is great. Can you all hear me? Hello there, bang, bang, muck, bang. Yes, welcome everybody. Oh, that's wonderful, you all. Thank you. So let's look at this, you all. Over 100, it was 108,000 or 105,000. Now it's 107,000 lightning strikes within the past 24 hours. 107. So it literally went up. Let me try to shrink it down. It had a block on here, a certain block right there, 107,000. Let's see what it was when I did this screenshot. It was 105,000 when I did this screenshot, and that was only maybe 5 to 10 minutes ago. So that's how much the lightning strikes has increased within that short period of time. It was 105,803, and now we are looking at 107,257 lightning strikes. It is crazy. You're in Cape Coral right now in Florida. I bet you got it going on down there. T. Marie, do you got it going on? Yes, you all. Please give this video a thumbs up, you all, because this weather, this is unpredictable, and these lightning strikes, I don't recall. Why does my voice do this every time I get on here? My voice starts doing this, and that's not very nice. Let me get a drink of water again. I think I'm better. I hope you can hear me. So look at this, you all. I don't remember Australia, which is down here. I don't remember Australia getting that large amount. I don't. See, they're only like 27,900. The most they got at one time that I recall was maybe 70 or 80,000. Hello there. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, welcome and good evening. Yeah, you all. Let's look at this. Yeah, let me say this. Let me say this. Why do you all have a problem with me saying you all instead of y'all? I don't like to say the word y'all. Okay, I like to say you all. Okay, that's my dialect for the English language. You all. That's what I like to say. So, yeah, I keep seeing comments. Why don't you say the word y'all? Well, I don't talk like that. I never have talked like that. I like you all. So, yeah, you all, let's get right back to them. That's so silly. It really is. Of all the things I shared, I love you, Gina, but could you, if you say you all one more time, I'm just going to scream. So you know what I told the person in the comment section? Well, I think you better get ready to scream, more or less. You're just going to have to scream because I'm going to keep saying you all because that's how I say it. Oh my gosh, you all. But it's okay. It made me smile. It did. I smile really big thinking about it. Oh, that's okay. It is all right, you all. Oh, yeah. They should not draw attention to it because it's going to make me say it even more. Now it's kind of making me have having a hot flash. What is kind of doing? Oh my goodness. So 107,000 right there. It makes me happy. It does. It makes me happy. You can see I've got a genuine smile on my face because it's being generated right here from the inside. It's good to smile and it's good to laugh. It is, you all. Let me look it up. Let's see if I can bring down another map. Let me get to my bookmarks over here. Another that's the real time one. It's give me a hot flash, you all. It really is. Let me see if I've got another. I got this right there. Blitzkrieg right here. Yeah, I'll accept it. I don't like to, but I'll do it. I'll accept it, you all. See, well, we can't really see too many lightning strikes, but we can. I like to look at the detector. I don't like the speed being that fast because that's probably that's probably real time speed right there. What you're seeing, this thing is like wild. It is that lightning. That is going wild. It really is. But lightning don't go that slow anyway. It don't. It goes pretty fast. If you think about it, it goes mighty fast. Yeah. That's right, Susan, honey. It is the best medicine. It really is. Let's look at this. Boom. It literally does. It looks like laser weapons. Look like some kind of Atari game. I think I might have got to play Atari maybe 3 times in my childhood because we never had no video games or anything like that. But the neighbors did. And that's all right. Yeah. So I'm sure it's up to around 108,000 now. I'm pretty sure it is. Look at all that. It's like, why all that going on like that? Isn't it wild? And how come that weather is just sitting there like that? How come? See, now the lightning strikes. See, yesterday they were kind of more over there. They're kind of moving more this way. If you're over there in that Mediterranean area. Yeah. But if we want to come over to here, not there. What happened? I had the wrong map open, you all. I really did. Let me see. Come to my history. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be right there at this real-time lightning map. There we are. We're at 107,749 in the United States right now. And that's on you can click on, if you go here to this lightning map, let me stick this in here for you all to see. Let's put that in here. I'm going to click that link to that lightning map in here so you all can see it. It's right down there. Boom. There you got it right there. Bang, bang. Yes, Susan, honey, you on here too. You all, let me put this to the live chat so we can see these lightning strikes because it is it's a lot. And today it wasn't too cold out. It actually felt pretty nice enough for me to go digging in the gravel with the sun. So yeah, but this weather, it's going to get down to 21 degrees tonight where I'm at. So since I'm so elevated, it's probably going to be maybe 19 degrees. If I go see my mother, there's a 4-degree rise in temperature if I go to see my mother where she's at. I want to close that window. Yeah, but up here where I'm at, it's there's like a 4 degrees difference. Lower temperature, cooler temperature. Yeah, they are on the ring of fire. It reminds me of that song, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. Something like that. Yeah. This really looks like a big mess on this map. I know you all can see. I don't like looking at it like that, a big mess, because when I see the purples on there, and the reds on there, in all of the areas where the lightning is coming from, it really does. You can see, even though they got those receptors, it's like, what if it like pings it back? Okay, you know how you can have antennas that are receivers and stuff, how you can bounce something off of these towers? Your signal can bounce off of towers. What if the lightning is bouncing off these towers? Okay, what if it is? It could be. I don't see any reason why it couldn't be. Really, I don't, because I think it attracts something, energy, bouncing all over the place. Uh, Somebody had something going on. Yeah, send a satellite down. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. That's just crazy. That is just crazy. Looking at it, it really is. It's going so fast when it goes. And you know, how did you let's think about this. There was a period, a cooling off period of it was a cooling off period of around a couple weeks where these lightning strikes weren't showing up on here the way that they were when I first started documenting. And then all of a sudden, boom, we got all these lightning strikes coming back. See, that's what gets me too. And look, the United States, you got a lot of lightning strikes coming on. And over here in this, right over there by well, we'll see what's over there. Let's look what's over there, you all. Come on, we can do this. We can look what's over there because we look at these earthquakes within the past week. Within the past week right here. Let me bring down some of these smaller ones. Like somebody had a 3.0 right there in the midsection. Let me shrink this map. Let's do it like that, you all. Within the past maybe 3 days, there has been a lot of lightning strikes. There has. I want to come over here. See, there is no earthquake in this area right now. There isn't. There was before. There was earthquake. What did you do? Oh, okay. I thought, what did it do? See, there was an earthquake in that area. Okay, so let's look at these lightning strikes. Let's see where the lightning strikes are right now. And I wonder if maybe within a day and a half or 2 days, there might be another earthquake over here. Maybe. I know when I used to watch certain events, certain maps, internet tools, when I seen a certain signal flare up, I watched the earthquake map, and I saw that flare up too. It would flash it would have a great big green block in it, or red, and I knew within 2.5 days at the most there was going to be an earthquake, and that's what happened. When I saw that, it was a certain I was watching the earthquake, the USGS earthquake monitoring thing, and the HARP. That's what I was watching, the HARP signature. And those two coincided, is what happened. Whenever you'd see that happening, then boom, within there'd be something happening. Strange weather event. Yeah. So yeah, you all probably bound to be one. There's too much energy coming over here, and the earth doesn't like it. It doesn't like all this energy. I would not like to be shocked like this. Would you all like to be shocked like that? I would not like all of that electricity going into my body like that. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. And I'm sure that something would have to give. Now we're at 108,410 or 16 lightning strikes in this one blocked area right there. It's like it's nonstop. Right. Gigawatts, 1.21 gigawatts. Well, I guess that's a lot. Now, I don't know my voltage or gigawatts. I don't, but that's okay. You are. Let's look over here at this one, because this one's wild. These lightning strikes, they reach all the way over to Australia and Japan, coming from this area. They're being felt way over there when it does its pinging. Yeah, it's like when you ping your computer, you have to wait to get a ping back to see if you can ping. It's like fireworks. It really is. Electrical spark like sparklers. There it went down here to the area by Madagascar right there is what happened. Yeah. I can't, it's moving so fast. I can't keep up with it. I really cannot keep up with this. I wonder if I can slow it down. Let me see if I can slow down this animation. No, I can't slow it down. It's automatic. That's how fast the lightning's going, you all. It's actually going that fast. Nobody's got time to think. They don't with it going this fast. Yes, this is now. Casey Lynn, honey. Yeah, this is now. If you're all just tuning in, this is now. I was looking at these lightning maps of the United States. I was specifically looking at that because it's up into the 108,000. When I started this video, when I took my first screenshot, the lightning strikes were, as you can see, 105,000. Let me put it on here. 105,808 lightning strikes when I did this screenshot. And it took me 10 minutes to get here on the video. But now if we come over here, the lightning strikes within the U.S. now in that area. Can we get over here to see it? What happened? I'm trying to see it. It's 108,470. So it's an increase of 3,000 lightning strikes. And that's an awful lot amount. It's a huge amount of lightning strikes occurring. Look at all that energy in that area, and you could really think, what do the poor animals feel? Really, if you've got pets and stuff, what are they thinking at this moment? And I wonder if you're over there, are you hearing the loud thunder and seeing the lightning? Are you seeing that? Because I don't know. My goodness, look over here in the Mediterranean. Look at that. That's wild. It's like it goes back and forth from this area to that area. Well, what if it is a map of hackers? Well, it's actually not a map of hackers, but okay. I didn't even know they had a map of hackers. I really didn't. Look down here. This is being felt. There wasn't even any lightning coming from here, but yet this did something like that. But then see, look at this, going straight up like that. The striking system in the USA to use some kind of sky covering device to cover up what they really don't want us to see. Well, there is an awful lot of things going on in the sky. There really is. A ton of things. And okay, there are a ton of things, or there is a ton of things going on in the sky, and there are some who don't want to hear about UFO or interdimensional activity, any UFO activity, any other worldly activity or supernatural stuff. There are some people who are just totally, they don't want to hear about that because to them it may be make-believe. Okay, but it's not make-believe. There is a spiritual realm, okay? There are beings other than humans. There really are. I hope you encounter some really good ones in your lifetime, and I'm sure you have. But other than that, there's other worldly, off-world beings. Okay, there's stuff going on in the sky, and there's stuff going on in the earth. The earth is in turmoil. It really is. Look at all of this. It's like getting beat up. Really, this is like it's getting beat up, this whole area, the land. You can think of it like that. With the weather. You've seen 20 in your lifetime, William Childs. That's wonderful. The sky is pinkish where you're all at. Yeah, before I started talking, I was wondering if any of you all live in that area where these lightning strikes are occurring. Can you see the lightning? Can you hear the thunder? If so, is it very loud? Claps of thunder, and is the rain pouring down? That's really what I'm wondering. Is there that type of activity? Susan, honey, that's right. That's true, Susan. They may not want to hear it, may not be able to handle it, or because it might be too much for them. That's true. Thick cloud cover and no rain. TV the ET. Hey, I like that. TV the ET. That has a nice ring to it. TV the ET. Yeah. Intense orange sunset. Um, there are other beings here. Yeah, there really are. There's probably some in this comment section. You live in the area and you cannot see any lightning in the sky, but every once in a while you do hear some roaring sound in the sky. Doesn't it make you wonder when you hear that roaring sound in the sky, Sun Lin? Do you ever, do any of you ever look up in the sky? Like when I used to work second shift and I'd come home, it would be sometimes around 2 in the morning when I'd get on the expressway, get ready to turn down the roads to my house. The sky, the northern sky, I would see like flashes of lightning on one side of the northern sky. And then right on the other side, I'd see some more flashes of lightning. And I thought, what is going on? Because that's all I would see. I'd see like lightning. And I think, is there some kind of a battle going back and forth? Is there like lasers being fired or something like that? I thought that a lot when I saw it. I really did, because it was very unusual. There was no sound. There was nothing. When that was happening, not at all. Your entire yard is flooded, Sage. It's a rainstorm. Yeah, you never see anything, Sunlin. Disney World and Disney Studio, Nibiru, we're colliding. We're coming in with the Andromedan galaxy. I saw someone who had this, I actually saw this YouTube video of this guy who had this super, super powerful telescope. It was massive. And he zoomed up on these galaxies with his telescope. And they had the strangest name, and I can't remember the names of them right now. I thought, that doesn't even sound like it, but it really was. It was really interesting. The magnetosphere is all different now. The magnetosphere. And then you have like the plasma sphere. Could you imagine what's happening to the plasma sphere that's around the Earth right now too? So that's affected by all of this. It's supercharged probably. I would say that it is. You see strange things outdoors in the woods and in the sky. That's wonderful, you all. So let's look at this other map right here. The one that has all these strikes. And this is the real time going like this, you all. It's moving fast. Your Pisces, the goddess is awakening. Someone said that this is truly, was this supposed to be the year of 2012, or was that last year? The Mayan calendar and something? I'm not sure. It's in Florida right now? Okay. Yeah. So I was wondering, you all, was there ever a time in history when the weather was unpredictable? Also, that's what I was wondering, so I typed it in. Was there a time? Why is the weather? Well, this is in Indianapolis Children's Museum. You know, I should, I'd like to put in, let's just say this past week. Okay, I'd like to do that. Oh, look, severe flooding in Disney last night. Well, thank you all for saying that about that. Why they had to show the ram's head? Really, why did they put that on there? Is this a significant symbol right here? When you see this right here, this, because I think that's carved out of wood or something. Yeah. Hello there, Applebrooks. So yeah, is this symbolic? If it is, I wonder why they chose this to be their thing in here. So Disney World regularly experiences thunderstorms in the months. And there's many guests posting videos of social media. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, let's look at this. It's on Twitter, you all. We can look at this. We can look at it. We're going to look at it, you all. Thank you for coming on here. Yeah. So you're in Florida, and there's lightning all over the sky right now. Okay, thank you. Um, Oopsie. Thank you, Apple Brooks, honey. You got it before I got it. Yeah, thank you. So let's look at this. So this is one right here. So Sarah, honey, thank you. We can tell Sarah, honey, thank you. Let's look at this one, you all. This is March 7th. I don't get a good feeling about looking at those videos. I really don't. It is very unsettling looking at them, and they're in Disneyland. I think I would be leaving Disneyland. Well, then wherever you go, you're going to have floodwaters. It really is an unsettling feeling looking at it, you all. It really is. So let's look at this lightning. You can see now it's 109,651 lightning strikes in the United States. When I first did the screenshot, it was 105,800. So now it's literally practically went up 4,000 within the past 24 hours. You can see it's just like, I don't know what's going on. Someone said it's sinking. Can you please watch your comments in here? Okay, we don't need any of the inappropriate things of what you might think's going on. Okay, please refrain from doing that. Okay, this is not the place for that. Could you what was I saying? Yeah, I'm just wondering what's going on right here. What's going on? Yeah, that's Disneyland. So yeah, they're there in Disneyland. Right there. Well, that's okay, Pearl Lopez. You didn't know, but now you know, so that's okay. That's all right. Yeah. So let's look at this, you all. The downpour, let's see this. The downpour was due, okay, they're going to tell us what it's due to. It is due to a rare summertime style rain event where the Gulf of Mexico sea breeze collided with the Atlantic sea breeze over the Interstate 4 corridor, according to Fox 35 Orlando, and no severe weather was expected, and Central Florida was experiencing drought conditions prior to this storm. Well, we know what's going to happen now with that. We do know what's going to happen with it. Since let's see, Central Florida was experiencing drought conditions prior to this storm. I think it would probably be pretty safe to say that it's going to do something to the soil there. It's going to probably wash away the topsoil or something like that. Or perhaps they can't get their crops in. Yeah, it's going to affect the growing for sure. Because if that happened here, if we had extreme flooding, all the crops and stuff that they would want to get in, wouldn't be able to get it in, and it would wash away a lot of the stuff too. So let's go back to this, you all. So this lightning is just wild. You have huge storms flaring right now. Lisa, honey, you have a huge solar flare. I thought you said huge storms flaring right now. I thought, oh my goodness, sinkholes. Do I see sinkholes in here somewhere? Yeah. Sinkholes. Yeah, I know what I was saying before I had said something else. Someone said that it's sinking. Florida is sinking. What if it is sinking? Well, you know they have that map. They do have that map of the future United States, that naval map. No, don't walk in that water. You can get snakes in that water. You can get snakes in the water. I remember when I was really little, we lived in these apartments downtown in Jeffersonville only for a few months. And there was so much flooding. I remember it was up to almost to my waist. I was a little bitty girl, probably around, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 5. And I thought, I'll just go out there and I'll swim in it. But it was very muddy. I didn't stay out there long because it was just, yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't nice. It wasn't, you all. Let's look at this. So, okay, well, that's all they posted. Okay, that's fine. That's all they posted right there. Look, people could have prepared for the floods better if early warnings are often broad in location and time due to large uncertainties in the predictions, even with the best weather models and mathematical and statistical methods behind them. Well, we know why they're unpredictable. I think some people have a pretty good inclination as to why they're unpredictable, you all. My face kind of froze on my cell phone, so I got to reload my thing is what I got to do. So there is a reason why it's unpredictable. You know, even my husband says they can't predict the weather. And I said, really? Really? Yeah. It's fine, you all. It's fine. There's nothing we can do about it, but we can prepare ourselves. Oh. So, well, I wasn't going to click into that, but this clicked in. A little ice age was a period of regional cooling pronounced in the North Atlantic region. After the medieval warm period, it was not a true global extent. The term was introduced in scientific. So NASA Observatory notes it began in 1650 and another 1770, then 1850. Okay. At most, there was a modest cooling of the northern hemisphere during that period. Oh, so that's interesting. It is. Let's see. Is the world... well, we don't want to talk about that type of a Cold War. We don't really. Yeah. Okay, you all. So this is a lot of stuff right there. But what we were looking at was these lightning strikes. Because this is the real time. If you're just tuning in, this is the real time lightning strikes. I can't slow it down. This is the one map. And notice it always like comes down here and makes contact with this little island thing by Madagascar. And if we were to see this region right here, it's got a lot of lightning strikes. If we were to come over here to this map right here, you can see in this area also there's earthquakes. And, you know, we got Mount Etna over there. So there's a lot of stuff going on with all of this going on. A ton of stuff. Look at down here with these stratovolcanoes right here. All over here, this area. Wow. You had some, what is this? How, this was a 5.5 in a day or two ago. 5.1. Wow. And then Japan, you know, their lasers fire up here by Japan is what they do. They can reach all the way over. Let's see. They can reach all the way over to Japan if they want to. Now we're at 110,488 lightning strikes in the United States is what we're at. You have a SOS warning in Sydney and New South Wales. What's that mean, Pauline Roberts? An SOS warning? That sounds very serious. It really does. You know, when I was outside this afternoon, I was, what was I eating? I was eating some lettuce or something, like a lettuce wrap or something. And I heard what sounded like the sirens. You know, when there's a tornado or something coming, I could hear something like that in the distance. And I'm way out here in the country, and I thought, we do not have no sirens like that in the country. you would have something like that inside of a city or a town, but not way out here in the country. And I kept hearing them. I thought, it doesn't sound like somebody's alarm, a car alarm or nothing. It was a continuous signal that I heard, and it reminded me of the tornado sirens when I was little. I would hear. Let me see this right here. Somebody asked what was the SOS. Is what I asked. Yeah. Did someone come back here? Oh, it was in Australia. A false flag on Friday. You thinking of the internet? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. If you all see the SOS, yeah, that would be interesting. So it's still about 110,000, and if we're over here, and you know what's interesting? It's like the same patterns are repeating themselves with this. How they come like that, and from here. That's what's strange. Hello there, Keith Hardy. Thank you for coming on here. Oh, it's bad flooding. It's bad flooding. Let me see. SOS in Australia. Oh, okay. That's right. Um. Mm, well, this just says money for education and stuff. I wouldn't be able to find it. I really wouldn't. Well, I tried. Yeah. You've been watching. You do this from some time, and it's the same, and they are connected to towers. Yeah. That's what I was saying. If they can bounce signals off of towers, certainly this lightning strike can bounce back and forth. It really could, and it does at times remind me of the grid lines around the Earth. Grid and ley lines. Right here, the ley lines, the energy and grid lines. You know, there are people who do go out and they do grid line work. They do. But look at this. It looks like it's like one great big mesh. Let's look at, oh. Yeah, so these are the ley lines that are grid lines. What is this? Remarkable map U.S. ley lines in the world. This is new. Okay. So these are going all over the place. I'm trying to see if I can, this is in the United States. I can't even, if there's so many lines, I couldn't even find my own city on here or town where I'm at with all these lines, these grid lines. I wonder if they make even more grid lines, but look at these points right here. Right here's one, and right here's one. So down here, and then up there. Oh, I can't really see it that well. Well, that's all we get to see. What is that? No. What is that? Do you think these are Do you think that these are mythical creatures, or do you think they really were beings? Because this kind of looked like a praying mantis legs right there. It really does. A praying mantis legs. Bird feet. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are real. I really do. Towers and sky satellites are real. Yeah. Let me see that place again. What was it? Was a history. I somehow clicked into that, and then no, I don't want to continue as me. It's like, where do they get these ideas? Mythical creatures. You know what mythical means? Mythical means that, well, I think there's a lot of things that aren't myth anymore. I'm not supposed to be looking at this. An Eastern dragon? This, we're supposed to be doing lightning strikes. Well, look at that. Skeleton of a 28-foot anaconda. 28-foot anaconda. No, I don't want to look at them anymore. You all might dream about snakes. I really might. Yeah, we're supposed to be looking at these lightning maps, and I'm getting myself distracted. It's still 110,488 lightning strikes if you're just tuning in. I needed to get off of this thing right here. I really did. I needed to get back over here to this Blitzortung. Did I put this one on here for you all? I can't remember if I put this lightning strike on there or the other one. Gina, I miss you. That is funny. Let me see that. Earthman Jim. That's funny. It makes me smile and laugh. Yeah, that's cute. It is cute. Oh no. Um, I was trying to find that other lightning map. I really was. Not this one, because now I've got this one on here 2 times. Well, no, this is okay. This is the other one. Well, we're still at 110,000 is what we're at. 110,000 lightning strikes. Almost at 111 in the United States. Yeah. It is good for the soul. It most definitely is. Let's see if we can see more of that flooding on Twitter. Let's see that. Well, let's see. Let me see. Disneyland. Well, they have this certain person named Twitter, Sarah Thornton. I want to try to be careful, you all. Comic book, thunderstorms. Okay, well, they chose this woman's video to put on there. So, yeah, it's the same videos. Okay, so we saw 3 of them. If you were just tuning in, they say it was popping up online, all seen from Hollywood. It's raining. Well, that's not very nice. But let's click at this, you all. If you're looking at this. Well, that's kind of silly. That really is kind of silly to do that right there. Yeah, it could be very well. It could be that because we've got all this coming on. Yeah. Yeah, it would be dirty water. And I wonder if the people there, they made their plans to go to Disneyland, and it just so happened to rain when they got there. But I wonder if they thought it was really unusual or just thought, wow, this is neat. I wonder if they just say, okay, yeah. That's what I wonder. So now it's 111,075 lightning strikes in the U.S. right here. And if we zoom in on this area, you can see it. Look at all of them. They get them broke down by smaller squares is what they've got them broke down on. Okay, yeah, so I thought that's what I was going to do. Before I got distracted, I was going to look at the world, the naval map. Okay, right here. I was going to look at these maps of the future that they had in the event of something happening. Future map of the USA. If you all haven't seen that, Indiana shelter. Why is the Indiana a shelter? Shelter for what? Terra Vivos is an underground shelter network for long-term survivor of future catastrophes. It reeks of zombie paranoia at the very least, but the listed scenario includes Planet X. I don't have this. I don't know where it's going to take us, you all. I really don't. This was from 2012. Deep down trauma harm. So this is, can we see that? What's it called? Indiana shelter? It's an underground shelter network for long-term survival in the future catastrophes. It reeks of zombie paranoia, the very least. Scenarios include Planet X and general anarchy. I don't like anarchy. All of which one can write out the inside of the shelters in Indiana, Nebraska, or the Rockies. You all did. I didn't know they had something like that in Indiana. Did you know they had something like that in Indiana? Because that sounds kind of strange. I've never heard of that. Of course, I've never looked for it. Yeah. And so, this Vivos is the life insurance solution. I don't know. I don't want to live like that. I really don't. I'm pushing on my stream deck and I'm about to knock it off my desk. So look at this. Unlike a mere above ground sperm bank, it's the Vault is not a donor program or for selective or designer, but rather a nuclear blast-proof, fully staffed, secure underground shelter with liquid nitrogen freezers to maintain thousands of mature. You have now the opportunity to protect you and your family at the potential repopulation of Earth following a future massive devastation. Is this a joke? Is that a joke? Or is that real? I don't know if they're joking. I really don't. Is this a real place? And that's really what is in there? It looks like it's going to be minusing some humans. Is what it looks like. Yes! It's kind of terrifying. Happily, the future map of the United States shows California and New York have been obliterated. It is weird. Fort Fisher Hermit became the second greatest tourist attraction in the state of North Carolina. It was a subject of documentary, viewable in its entirety. The Cold War building for nuclear confrontation. Remember, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. That's a song. It is a song. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. I'm wondering, is this real? Is this real? Should we click into it? Should we click into that and see if it will take us to a real place? Should we do it? Yeah. I'm gonna click it and see where it took us. I think it's real. Do you think it's real? It looks kind of real to me. Oh my goodness. So we got these lightning strikes right here. And now we're up to 111,000. So this is a real place. The backup plan for humanity. Secure your space in a Vivos underground shelter to survive virtually any catastrophe. An epic humanitarian project the size of a city. Oh, you feel like you're hanging out with you on... Thank you. Oh, you're so very welcome, Athena. Vivos shelters are being built worldwide. Vivos Point, Indiana. Immediate space available. The largest survival community on Earth. Private 80-person fully. The 3D plan. You got a 3D plan? Earth is an increasingly dangerous place with real extinction level threats all around us. The central theme to all catastrophic and epic life-threatening events have typically always been to find a shelter underground. Co-own a membership interest in this massive community. If you believe in the biblical predictions of Armageddon or the prophecies of Nostradamus, the third secret of Fatima, the visions of Edgar Cayce, and all the current signs of attack by North Korea, World War III, pandemic, EMP, power outage, Yellowstone eruption, the increased threats of an asteroid collision, Nibiru, Planet X, widespread global radiation, major Earth changes, or even a sudden pole shift, then it's time to prepare your family for survival. My question is this. How are you going to get there? How are you going to get there if you don't know ahead of time when something's going to happen? You can have that. You can go purchase that. But if you can't get to it, it's not going to do you no good. It's not. What are you supposed to do? Live your life from here on out in there in fear? Is that what you're supposed to do? And chances are, if there was a major catastrophe or an event and people started fleeing, you would get stuck in traffic. The traffic would go nowhere. The gas stations would run out of gas. You wouldn't make it to your destination. In all reality, you wouldn't. You'd be lucky if you could even get on the road and make it to your relative's house. You really would. I'm being honest, and I'm being very logical. If a person was to be able to get there, how would they get there? If they think they're going to fly on an airplane, well, how are you going to get an airplane? If the airports are shut down, you're going to get a private person to fly an airplane too? You're going to walk on foot? Because when society totally collapses like that, it's not going to look pretty. It's not. Now, yeah, so with this right here, now that I think about it, I don't think that... Look, bugging out to the nearest mountain or woods or desert is not a viable survival solution. It is if it's the only place you can get to. It is, because you may not be able to get to this place right here. You may not, you all. That's what I'm going to say. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. I really don't. I don't know about it. Yeah, so they got this thing right there. So I did not know they had something like that. In Indiana, right there, a CAPTCHA. Yeah, see, there's other maps right here. Let me get back to the main maps here that are on here. All these other main maps. You have this part. So there's lots of them, lots of different maps out here. If something were to happen, look at this. Kind of looked like a whole bunch of islands. That's Canada. The blue is the submerged water. That would be the New Madrid doing this, wouldn't it? And I thought all the wealthy people bought land out in the Midwest and out in the West, the Midwest area. They bought up all the farmland, and if this was to happen, I guess they'd have them some land. Yeah. Jim Davison, what were you talking about? What was what? Yeah. That's what I was wondering. What was what? If you see that, so you have this map right here too. This is what another one of those maps would. Oh, the resort. Let me find it, Jim. I'll go to my history and I'm gonna put that in here, you all. Probably gonna get myself in trouble, 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 trouble. Boom, right there. I got you. Did you see it on there, Jim? I just put it. It's terravivos.com. Yeah. That's strange because I really don't think a person would be able to get there unless you literally lived right there. Vivos, that means we live underground. Vivos. We live or we something. All of that. Okay, you're welcome. You are welcome. I don't want to click myself out of there, but I want to click myself out of there to get right here. Excuse me. Okay. So my voice is trying to go on me. It really is. So it's still ongoing. Oh, it's expensive to live there. It it is. It's wild, to say the least. I did not know they had that. I really didn't. Oh, I was supposed to be looking at the future maps, you all, and I got myself sidetracked is what happened. Right here, the future maps. Yeah, like this. So yeah, there's various maps that are out there. You know, a long time ago, I remember reading, it's been around, I don't know, 10 or so odd years ago, that they would have 10 people in charge of 10 areas within the United States. I don't know what it was. 10 people in charge in the future, and I don't know where I heard that at. I don't. Disaster Girls Caster Future Maps. So there is a lot of them, but this is it all. They all show like something coming. Oh, new land. What's this, you all? New land. The future map of the United States, 1998 to 2001 scallion. What's this new land that would be right here, according to this person right here? See, I don't know what that would be either. Oh, this is the New Madrid earthquake. They expected, what's a magnitude? Oh, it was a magnitude 6 in 1895 if you live in this area. I think they said the Mississippi moved backwards during that time. Is that what they said? It actually moved backwards during that earthquake or something like that. Yeah, the FEMA map. Yeah, that was like a map too. FEMA had a map like that. The FEMA map of the future. We can type in FEMA map up here. Let's see if that pulls it up. The FEMA map. No, not right there, Gina. FEMA map. FEMA map of the not FEMA. Kind of reminds me of Noxema, and I'm allergic to that, so I don't like it. So FEMA map of the future. Is it safe? Are you living in a FEMA mega region 2050? What? 2050? What's all these bubbles? Bubbles mean people. Yeah. Walmart closing maps. I don't know how many of those closed. All of that too. This seems like to be, it could happen like that. It could. It really could, you all. But right now we got these lightning strikes and they're going out of control. They really are. And this is real time. And they seem to be repeating certain patterns is what they're doing. If you're just tuning in, I'll be ending this video really shortly. I got off on a side track with these maps, future maps of the world or the United States. Okay, this is really interesting. Do they have future maps of the world? Or is it just the United States? Okay, is it just the United States because we live in the United States and then we look for maps of the United States? Are there future maps of the world out there? That's another question, because the world is changing and the landscape is changing. It's all changing. All of it's changing. So let's see if there's a future map of the world. Okay, well, let's see the future maps of the world. (2038) the Caliphate, China, Russia, American Union. Now this is people's just predicting. I think is what it is. The world of 2065. Eurasian Socialist Union, Germanic Antarctic Reich. There's all kinds of theories. There really is. 3010. How do they know that's going to last that long? That's a long time away. I'm going to be gone. I don't want to come back to this earth time and time and time and time again. I really don't. I don't. Well, we used to have Pangea. Used to have Pangea is what happened. It used to be all connected. The Pangea. Let's look at that. Just like that. Everything was like connected and everybody was one big happy family is what they were. One big happy family living in Pangea right there. They can't really fit it on this circle. They can't fit it on the circle, you all. But that's okay. Yeah, so it used to be plus 250 ma in the future. What's ma mean? I don't know what ma means. 250 ma in the future. Yeah, so okay, that's the world map. No, that was Pangea. That was Pangea. Let's see how many lightning strikes now. They're up to 113,119. At the beginning of this video, when I did my screenshot, we were at 105,808 lightning strikes at the beginning when I did this screenshot. We are now up to 113,119 lightning strikes happening in the United States. And I didn't see that number in Australia when that was happening. I really didn't. When we came over here to Australia, I didn't see that. Even when they had a lot of lightning strikes. Then they got 41,954. I'm wondering if they will get lightning strikes that amount too. Yeah. The rise of Atlantis. And Lemuria, Pangea. Well, somebody said that you would see it. Hey, didn't it rise right around this area? What if this area right here, a Freeport and stuff, what if this land rises up? What if it does? It like rises completely up. It could. I guess it could. Let's take these earthquakes off of there to see it. Well, that's not the United States. That's not either. But this area is. So I think they said it was right around in this area. If there was, somebody had they always have they have earthquakes there all the time. Yeah, so could you imagine all of these were once clustered together and formed Pangea? Because they really do. They look like look at this. Look, this is really neat. This right here, if I can turn this right around, this outline right here looks like it would fit perfectly right in here. It's like that. It would fit in this spot right there. It looks like it would. And this area, like right here, looks like it could fit over here. It does. It looked like it could. It looks like this right here could fit right there too. Really does. It looks like this part right here. What if it was once right there and somebody moved it all the way to over there? What if they did? Yeah, that's the only ones that look like they would be a piece of a puzzle. Like a puzzle piece. It really does look like that. Yeah. But in the meanwhile, we have these lightning strikes. We really do. And I am going to be getting off of here. I want to see what we're at in that one block. 100. It's kind of crowded in there right now. I can't really see it. We're going to wait for this. I want to see how many lightning strikes are in that one spot, because that red is covering up. I thought it was 113,000 is what it was. Oh, Apple Brooks, honey, you so welcome. Yeah, I wanted to see how many lightning strikes. I think it still says 113,700 something. Right there. 21,000 over here. I thought they were supposed to have something that comes to the West Coast this weekend or something. I'm not seeing it yet. What happened with that? Cynthia Burns, honey, this is live. Yeah, this is live. Okay, and this is this. I am going to hop off of here, you all. I've been on here, well, you've hit the wrong button, Gina. Yeah, I've been on here quite a while, and I hopped around a little bit, but I do want to thank you all for coming on here. That is a large amount, a massive amount of lightning strikes within the past 24 hours for the United States. It's went up around 6,000 or 7,000 since the beginning of this video of lightning strikes. And people are experiencing flooding, just like they saw in Disneyland. Somebody said, what if it's sinking? It could be. There's no telling what's going to happen, and the weather is unpredictable all around the world. And I'm sure you're all finding that out too, and you know it. And it not only is it unpredictable, it affects us physically, it does, and emotionally, all the change that's taking place with all the other change that's taking place in the world. So, yeah, we got to do what we can to keep the peace within, and we got to stay strong on the inside of here. Okay, we do, and don't ever give up, no matter what. Don't ever give up. So thank you for coming on here. If you're new, thank you. Welcome. And thank you, moderators, for everything you do. With that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And thank you so much for coming on here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't hit the subscribe button. I invite you to hit the subscribe button, and you might want to hit it again, because you may have gotten unsubscribed, because they do that every now and then. They do. Have a wonderful evening. Love you.